Breaker 19.
Yo, few G's in the pod.
Yo.
What's going on? What's going on? You got celeb in the house.
You get me? It's your boy Drastic.
And you got Breaker.
Come on. Let's get it. Listen, this is few G's in the podcast. I need you guys all to share. I want you to
like,
subscribe, do all the
talk about it. Tell your mates, tell their mate.
That's rough, bro.
Oh, you trying to
busy.
get into it? You trying to get into it?
Christmas seasons, bro.
Yeah, this is festive state and period, so we're getting busy.
Alright, big up that we even reached them in the Christmas period. You get me? But boom, look, we're here today, gonna discuss a couple things. You get me? Fuck it, man, let's get into it.
Let's get jumping in. Oh, you guys, I want to talk about this real quick, if you don't mind. Tier 4. What kind of coincidence is that? They all let us go shopping, they let us out for a bit, spend off our money. They only spoke of 3 tiers, yeah? When they said, yeah, I think we've reached our limit. Tier 4. No one even was like, where the hell did that come from? Mutant strain.
Yeah, like, I think, like, this just enhances everyone's conspiracy theory, do you know what I mean? And nobody's too sure what the conspiracy is, but we know something's afoot out there.
Sounds up still.
We just don't know, you know, so keep your ears peeled, eyes to the ground. If you find out anything, do let us know. Comment, put it in a comment, we'll get back to you if it sounds delicious. So, you know, tier 4.
Tier 4, fuck tier 4, man. Look, first and foremost, again, fuck tier 4, innit? Yeah? Like, all of this locking up ourselves in the yards and all this stuff it's mad because it's weakening our immune systems anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so all of that's a farce, but we'll get into all of that at another time. You get me? Keep it light today.
Let's keep it light today.
Let's keep it
light. Before, yes, we're gonna keep it light. So let me just get this out of the way. I was listening to something the other day, and they were talking about introducing a charge to come into London. So from areas like
outside of London, isn't it?
Yeah, from areas like just Croydon though.
Okay,
Places like Croydon, if you're coming from Croydon and beyond, you got to pay to come into London, £3.50 alongside Congestion and then the ULEZ. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to have a discussion on that.
I think that's piss take though, man.
Because I know that you man's is like-minded, so you're going to feel like how I feel. Piss take. So we'll discuss that further on should things progress with that.
Okay, just develop some more.
But we'll definitely keep you informed.
Yeah.
Right, so moving on swiftly. I want to talk about...
What do you want to talk about, bro?
I want to talk about this group chat that I saw the other day. Now it was a WhatsApp white female only group chat, and they were talking about
the one with the black ones. About the black guys.
About the black guys.
Snapchat, the leaked Snapchat.
Yeah. So it was about, for those that don't know, it was about something about, and I'm not going to be verbatim or precise about this, but to summarize, it's about, they're talking about sexual exploits of the black people, fine, but then saying things like they've got low self-esteem because they would do things that white guys wouldn't do, like
what?
Like if I asked a black guy to let me piss in their mouth, they would, because they just want to please us.
Maybe I'll kill you. I can't just summarize for all black guys.
I don't know what the fuck.
Right? So they've been lucky enough to have found black guys that would allow that. You know, so that's what they want, innit? No, like you obviously asked for it to find out. But things like this, they're saying that they've got low self-esteem. We have low self-esteems to...
Like if they call man at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
run over there.
I'm run there, but a white guy would say,
yeah,
allow it.
Chill.
Work in the morning.
Go and get new batteries.
Man want crutches, innit?
Yeah.
Ain't good. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally what it is. It's a booty call. That's what it is.
Right.
But,
so as you've heard about that, what do you think about that?
I was reading, I was researching it a bit earlier on today, and I was also seeing some of the Twitter responses of the alleged culprits. And and they were saying, oh, it was a private conversation, and they were saying it with chest, it's like, it is what it is.
Fuck it, I said it.
I said it wasn't meant to be seen as racist, but that's how I feel. And on the flip side, to rebuttal that, they were saying it's okay for black guys to say, oh yeah, they can do whatever they want with white girls because white girls are easier and so forth. So I was like, well, we're saying what we feel. My thoughts on it, it's a bit disrespectful. I also think when black guys talk about white girls in there, is it disparaging? That's even the correct word. In a disrespectful way, shouldn't be done. It's all about levels of respect. But that conversation there, it's out of order. It's blatantly racist. It's not even an undertone. It's just racist, bro.
Like, obviously the whole it can only be racist because they've added the caveats that look, they've got low self-esteem because of this and because of that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas us, we would, as a black, and for those that do that, we were like, yeah, we've smashed this white chicken. They let off, they gave off this, and they did this. They allowed us to do that. It's not because of anything, you know. They're just white girls. We feel will be freaks.
But listen, man, I don't know what kind of black man these girls run into still, but I don't know. Like, I know a whole host of black men in it, and I don't know any. Like, are you letting? It's not if I don't know if Sally says she wants.
Don't ask me.
She wants to piss in your mouth.
Don't ask me, man.
You gonna let her piss in your mouth?
Don't ask me.
You man, those right to the face, bro. You mad? That is out of this world, bro. Listen, what you saying? You man letting her piss in your mouth?
Firstly,
Fuck that.
piss ain't poisonous.
I don't give a shit what you're saying. So what you saying,
bro?
Nah, I'm just saying.
No, but what you saying though?
Yeah.
Like, what you saying?
Nothing. Yeah.
Because I thought I didn't know no black men that.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Cause how do you even?
This is when you realize there's a point in life when you have to come to a realization that you don't know everybody that you wrote. Yeah. This is one of those times.
Let's just address that. Even
certain men can't share suits again, innit?
You're not supposed to know what I like sexually anyway.
Why? Pause. You know what it is though? Like, see, I grew up here. How I come up here, I would go do my thing, yeah, have my little sexual exploits with the honeys and that, and then come back and tell the man them walk on, innit? Like, so this is why I said why.
Yeah, like, do you should you be single at this age? We're all adults now. Some of us are married, some of us in long-term relationships or whatever. I'm probably the only single one here at the moment.
Probably.
I'm the only single one here, but at this age, 40 years old, do you think I'm mashing like an 18-year-old or even a 20-year-old? Like, I'm not getting like piss in the mouth or anything. Let's rule that out right now. But I'm not having the same sex I was having at 25. Absolutely not.
What are you saying? What is it you're actually saying?
My sex is way sweatier and it's way moist. Like that shit is dope. Right? Come on, I know more. Oh shit, I know I'm doing more. So what are you like? So what are you alluding to? Because my question was, if Sally says no, I'm not doing that. Innit? I'm gonna do that.
Okay, cool. Because
that's definitely gross.
It took a long time to get there. So.
I just messed around.
I was just saying, because like hit him up in the comments.
Yeah, what?
Hey, Sally, holler at your boy.
Holler at your boy, man.
Your Instagram.
We gotta do it in the bathroom though.
Can't get him to piss on my shit.
That's not my chair. Not again.
It's nasty.
No, but on the real, yeah. Like, I don't know what kind of black man these women are running into. Obviously, they were having that conversation in what they thought was between themselves, innit? I feel like I know which one of them leaked it. I think it was I think her name was Caroline or something like that. So she looked like she was having it in the chats.
Oh yeah, I said them shits.
You get me? You know, she was like she didn't really look like she was vibing what they were saying still. So I think but yeah, I mean I don't really you man clearly differ from what I think, because I don't really see it as it's racist or whatever. I just feel like they've made their they've made their judgments on what they've experienced, isn't it? Yeah. But I just don't know what kind of black men they've experienced to have those kind of.
But that's why I say it's racist, because they're generalising, isn't it? And they're saying it in general, black guys. So that's me, you, him. We don't like the pissy mouth thing, but they're saying these guys would. They ask them, they'll do it. It's like no.
Yeah, they're black.
And they're saying certain things that white guys won't do.
There's
white guys that will do exactly that. There's types. It's types.
It's
types
not likely white guys are gonna do that.
That's not even that. I'm not generalising.
Are you joking?
There's types. There's types of people. There's types of people that like that.
There's an audience for everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
Swings around about.
Like,
so like, if you like that, you like that.
I don't think the conversation itself is racist. What they're saying
that's what I think
is showing themselves to be racist.
Oh yeah,
ignorance is because they got lower self-esteem because of shows that ignorance
lower self-esteem is
right,
crazy.
Right. So you're racist because of
black excellence.
Like so again, like talk about what you're gonna talk to in a private conversation, even in public. Like if that's your experience, that's your experience. Like we're just fronting, innit? I don't. It was just clickbait for me, and I thought it's something to talk about. Like, oh shit, have you seen this shit? It's nothing that I take personal. Like,
I mean, it's their thoughts, it's their feelings.
Right.
That's fine. You don't keep it over there, but it's out in the public. So it's like, all right, you're saying this, and this is what you feel and believe about these black guys that you're still accepting dick from. So it's like,
it's not gonna stop.
Right. So it's like, but you're still gonna be going for sexual pleasure from black people, yes or no?
Yes, because they like to piss in their mouths, bro. Why should I stop doing that? Because Jack won't let me do that, but Kunle will. So,
cool.
Come on. I want to piss in somebody's mouth. My guys won't let me do it. They're boring. That's what they're thinking. I can still get them.
I don't get it.
Yeah, like that's what makes them horny, isn't it? I don't know, like them things there is wild. The chick that wants to do that is a freak. She's a super freak. She's a filthy, dirty freak.
And the man that's allowing that is
okay.
Is the right audience for her. It's like you've picked up the right person for yourself, innit?
We're doing golden showers and golden girls. That's a bit too much, man. Just drink some water, innit?
Like, chill, man. Go to the bathroom.
Thirsty? Want some Ciroc?
Which goes on, which moves me on to interracial relationships and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on that? Like, is it? What are your thoughts on that?
Everyone's free to love, But again, my whole thing is, I say this to everyone, when you're going into a relationship and you're both from two different cultures, I believe, this is my thoughts, you should be open to each other's cultures. Where it's like, it's not about, what's that? It's like, alright, I feel it's a bit strange. What is that? It's like, alright, am I right with it? Try it. Oh, it's not for me. Cool. Alright, let's find out a bit more about your side of the family, where you're from, what you're into. Even if you're not that plugged into your culture. So I'm Nigerian. I don't know everything about my culture, but I would like my partner to have an interest in it, to be saying, oh, should we look at it? Even if I'm not interested, I'm not really interested.
Sorry,
I would like her to have that interest, and vice versa.
Is that would that be the same if she was black? If she was a black Caribbean,
of course.
So that's neither
cultures. Yeah.
That's not a white or black thing. That's just mixed culture. Mm-hmm. Identify with my culture.
Yes.
So otherwise, interracial relationships are cool.
Yeah.
Like
if you're open to each other's cultures, but what I do see, I see where a lot of relationships go wrong in mixed relationships, or whatever culture, from black, white, or if you're both black, let's say one's Caribbean, one's African, and it's like sometimes I wonder, like, how do you not even get on? You don't even appreciate that person, what made that person, where that person's from, and you had no interest in finding out about it or wanting to find it. You weren't open to it. So I'm like, well, you know, that's who they are, and it's a big part of their identity, and vice versa. But you had no interest, and so I think, did you ever really have an interest in that person? How was that even going to work? Because you're kind of like strangers anyway. You know what I mean?
And that's not, again, That's not a black or white thing.
No.
Okay, you gonna say something on that?
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Nah, you know what it is, yeah. I feel like the same. I feel like whoever you love is who you love, innit? Like whether she's black or white or what have you, innit? Yeah. I just think in interracial relationships, you just need to sometimes they're gonna be met with some kind of injustice and resistance, and you know what I mean. Yeah, and sometimes people might switch up. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel
In the
like
relationship,
in the relationship as well. Yeah.
So when you say switch up, what do you mean exactly?
Like start generalizing and shit. Like, man, them white people going like this all the time. You know the ones that, or the black guys are, or the white people, or the black people always do such and such and such. You know what I mean? Like whatever it might be. Like, and then that then can infiltrate into the relationship and then mash up certain things. I just feel like you love who you love, and God.
So is it a thing whereas when you're in an interracial relationship, you're gonna have to avoid generalizing about the other race now.
No.
And whereas you did before, like these fucking people do my head in all these, right? Now you can't do it because I'm in a interrelationship law.
I don't know how it works in it because it's not something that I've ever been in it, yeah. But I don't feel like you have to do it like that, yeah. Because I've seen, for instance, a comedian, Bill Burr, yeah, on his stand-up, he'll generalize black women or something like that, yeah, white guy. But he's with a black woman, innit? Like, and then he'll tell stories about when they were watching a show about like some racism. Do you know what I mean? And then their different viewpoints will then come out there, and it gets a bit sticky. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm referring to. Those types of things like that.
I think though, if you're open to each other's cultures and you have that conversation, it's open.
Yeah, you gotta be open. As long as you're open, then
so when that generalization, because I think everyone does it,
Of course.
and it's hard not to. So even when you're gonna doctor how you say things, but you're with your partner, and then it's like those guys from East, for example, when we go to a restaurant, you can always tell them when there's those East guys in there. That's generalization. But it's like, do you see it? It's like, yeah, and it's that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're open with it, you know it's not coming from a place of malice, and you can have a conversation where you can check each other. So even same race people, they're like, you know what? If you're a white person, you might say, these white guys. Or if you're a black person, you know, I really hear them say, these white guys, these black people are these black guys. And you're like, I hear that, but you can't really generalize. Or, you check yourself, and it's like, no, don't just go for the first walk, take a second, step back, think about it, and then proceed. You know?
Oh, yeah. I feel you.
Which leads me nicely into.
You say bare segues.
That's mad. Would you date a white girl?
No.
Man.
Like,
I'm just saying, innit? This is what it is.
Like, obviously, like, you're married. Like, obviously, but.
Nah, you know what it is? My preference has always been a lovely dark black woman, innit? Like, I grew up seeing lovely black women around me, innit? Like, and I'm just talking about my mum and my aunties and stuff like that. My mum's one of 7 sisters, innit? You get me? So I've grown up seeing strong black women, innit? Like, do their thing. You get me? So that's like, I guess what I've been drawn to. Do you see what I'm saying?
Would you say what you're preconditioned to?
Precondition? Nah, because man sees everything in the world, innit?
But the bare fact that you say you see strong black women instead of just strong women means there's a bit of conditioning there.
Nah. Well, you might say so, but I don't agree.
Which is fine.
Yeah, because I just think, like, I see strong women in all races, innit, yeah? But what I've seen has made me know that whatever I need, I can get from in-house, not like
From your own.
Yeah, you see what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, not to say that it's something that I've thought about, or like I never said, oh yeah, I'm never gonna have a baby with a person that's not black. Like that's never been what I said or anything like that. But just me speaking it out now, when I grew up seeing strong women,
Your
strong
preference
black
is
women.
black women.
Yeah, man. Always, I mean, there was a time when I think there was a time when I liked. And I think I like fairer skinned girls, yeah. I think, yeah.
That was the stages, mate.
And I think, yeah, and then I snapped out of it. And I just love a lovely chocolate, dark skinned, beautiful,
With the Vaseline
Nubian
face.
queen. You see what I'm saying? Like I love it. Hair well did, well maintained. You know the ones there.
I hear you.
Like I just love it, innit? Like, and that's what I appreciate. Like, each to their own.
Nah,
each to their
again,
each.
that's what it is, isn't it?
Preach if you preach and teach what you teach.
God damn it. So sorry. So saying that, and ultimately, like, should you have the same kind of train of thought of as Drastic? My question is, would it be difficult for you to ultimately fall in love with a white woman?
Nah.
I mean, I don't think you choose who you fall in love with.
Yeah,
It just
that's what I was
happens,
gonna say.
innit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You love who you love.
so I
So
think
obviously your preference is black woman.
so
Wow.
physicality is black, but preference is the mind, innit? For me, so like, I got to like build with a person, and it's deeper than skin, and it's like spiritual, innit? So like beyond this, what we did. So if we're connecting. I don't give a shit.
It's no colour, it's just energy.
Because
Yeah, 'cause there's beauty in all races,
We're doing things. But my strongest preference is black women. Any shade of black.
Buzz. I got this other question.
What's yours?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like I love the black woman. I love the black woman. And my preference is the black woman, you know, but I love people, so I'm open to everybody, you know what I mean? Which in turn goes to my next question.
You say you just got bare questions again.
I like
express
they
yourself.
all come off this,
I like it.
this
I like
single
I
question.
want to throw a spot over there, but you can hold one of those.
So like beauty, black and white, like all races. Who is the most beautiful? Can you ask that?
I think that's a loaded question, and I think it's a question that is based on preference and preference alone, but in a general term, media based and just general from we're European raised, we're raised in European schools, so there's a conditioning there of a certain aesthetic. Yeah, so blonde hair, blue eyes, that's that correct?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. And just that Hollywood type.
All right.
I mean,
And that is for that's for the
consensus.
Western culture ultimately.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you subscribe to that?
No.
I mean,
Go on.
I just don't subscribe to that. That's just
So what's your response to that? What do you feel to that question?
like I don't feel like you can like there's beautiful people. As I said, there's beautiful people in all races, innit? Yeah. Like,
can I just clarify? Sorry, jump in. I'm not saying that the blonde hair, blue eye.
no, you definitely said that.
Nah, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Definitely said that.
Don't worry, no.
How it's gonna be edited?
No, let's just clarify that right there.
Listen, you know we're breaking this cancel episode 1, you know.
The show's over. We're gonna call it 2Gs.
Yeah, no.
Listen.
So, well, let me just clarify it.
No, they know.
I'm saying, so there's a general consensual look that I do not describe to you. You clearly don't describe to know yourself. And on answering that question, is there who's the most beautiful? I don't think that's a question that I would answer to.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that we can answer.
My preference is
But I've got.
What you went on to about the blue eyes and blonde hair and stuff, that was like something what Hitler tried to come true.
No, but that's ultimately like I understand what you're trying to say is like based on what they give us, you know, we can see the look that they want us to like, innit? Like this is the ideal. They look like this, right? So I get it. But my one is the most beautiful black woman of any black race. Is she as beautiful as the most beautiful white woman of any black race?
This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna come back in. Yes, but what's what I'm gonna say? What is beauty? Yeah. Right now, beauty is. So I thought about it for a while. Yeah.
I love this because
beauty, for me, in general, is for mating, right? And
for mating,
breeding purposes to procreate, right? And all it boils down to is, do you make for a healthy partner to procreate with? So
does that mean? Sorry to cut you, yeah. But does that mean that two butts people couldn't make a beautiful baby?
Let me finish. So, but this is what I'm saying. This is where it's all misconstrued and it's taken out of context, right? And beauty is used in a different way. Whereas what we're meant to be seeing, quote unquote, beauty, to say, okay, can I breed with you now or procreate? I look at you, you don't look healthy. So is this going to affect the unborn child? Is it going to carry over to the child? And that should be the only thing really is like, you know what? I don't think you make him
a good partner.
This doesn't make a good partner. But we don't need to go through that in today's society because
I don't think that was in any society.
Because we got the medical ability to say no, don't worry, it's fine. So that can dispel a lot of these things. So in regards to features and all the rest of it, I don't think that has any bearing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it should be whether you like the person or not. Now,
I don't think we use those parameters for ever.
What do you mean?
Beauty is for mating. I don't think that we use this person's not attractive, so therefore they're unhealthy.
No. This is where it's misconstrued. And beauty, what is beauty? Beauty is made up concept, isn't it? So it's like when you look at someone, am I attracted to that person? It's like how do you know whether you're attracted? Because you take it back to prehistoric times, you're just walking around.
Beauty is consensus. It's consensus.
If we're going back to the original man, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah. So even the original man, if you've got 5 cavemen, they will all think this one's better looking than that one.
Why?
I couldn't tell you why. You might have 4. You might have 4 that says this one's better looking, and I'm not saying. Wait. I'm not saying that it's this look. It could be the one with the big teeth and this.
Whatever look it may be.
Right. It's consensus. So.
But why is it consensus? How do you know it's consensus?
No, but that's what it is.
How do you know?
No, it's not about how do I know. I'm just telling you what it is.
No, but how do you? But that's a statement. You're saying that's what it is.
No, it definitely is.
It's a fact. So you're saying it's
fact. Yeah.
How is that a fact? How do you know this?
Because consensus is because of the consensus. So consensus is more people think this, then that's what it is, isn't it?
But how do you know that's what they thought?
Forget whether I know I knew what they thought. No presumption. The consensus then, whether I know it or not.
That was a fact. So you're saying back then this is a fact. So this is what they were all attracted to.
Yes, ultimately, beauty is to answer what beauty is, not what they thought was beautiful. What beauty is, is the consensus of we all thought this is beauty, so this is this. So now we can define beauty. You know?
So what is beautiful? But beauty is in the eye of the beholder, no?
Yeah. So therefore, the majority of us think like this.
But I'm the one who's not following the herd, innit?
So then there's 4 out of 5.
This doesn't matter then. So
yes, it still does.
Why?
Because 4 out of 5 say this consensus says that's what it is.
So then that's what it is.
Yes.
So it goes back to your point which you mentioned earlier with the plate lip.
I didn't mention it, but you can't. You still have to shine for that.
I did. So what is a brilliant segue? So it's like,
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. You might have lost me on that still, on that beauty thing. I got lost.
Hey guys, if you get lost, let us know in the comments.
I got lost in it. I can't lie. You man went into some next thing still.
Oh wait.
I was trying to catch up. I was sitting there like,
These guys are waffling.
I was feeling like, all of it. I said, did I think about something else? Did I leave the conversation and then come back and then just miss everything? Like, what? Like, I didn't catch it still, my bad. My bad. Still, I
No,
can't.
it's just to get an understanding, innit? Like, cause I sometimes I just think, you know, the most beautiful Nigerian is as beautiful as the most beautiful Ghanaian, who is as beautiful as the most beautiful Englishwoman, who is as beautiful as the most beautiful.
Yeah. So it's, and then
Right?
My thing is everyone's beautiful, isn't it?
It's
Everyone is beautiful. Even those who we will class as butters, isn't it? Because don't forget, growing up when we were younger, we're in our 40s, some of us younger, just in his 30s now.
So we appreciate different things.
When we were younger, what is the in thing today? What these girls are taking their student fees and running off to wherever to get the Brazilian butt lift and all the rest of it, and they're plumping up their lips now. They're looking like the women we grew up adoring. It's like, nah, and then these are the same women that they were abusing. So they weren't considered beautiful, so it's now consensually beautiful. Yeah. So it's what we were always attracted to, that we were always getting run out of. I'm gonna go out, look at her butt, she's too fat, she's too this, I look at it, big up, it's like, what, she's beautiful. But they weren't listening to us. But now, guess what? How many years down the line? Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Firstly, let's just
don't do that again.
let's get
Actually, you didn't. Don't do that again.
That was
That was an injection, isn't it? Don't do that again.
What does it mean? Firstly, them chicks back in the day, like, they were like me, innit? They mate. In a sense that they had like, I know I fucked it up.
What do you mean?
No, I fucked it up.
In what way?
I fucked it up. In the sense that they had pepper greens like me. Right? So like, you weren't too fly looking.
Whoa, I need to jump in there. Pepper greens, with natural hair.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but pepper greens.
Who?
Like that, because you got natural hair, don't mean it's dope, innit? Just because you got fucking hair.
Of course.
You got to take care of your shit.
So you're saying unkept hair.
Pepper greens, nigga.
Wait. What are we talking about here?
Beauty and saying, yeah, they had, they're putting, like, of course we had amazing features from the beginning.
We don't do that no more. Come on,
Yeah,
I didn't do that. I was rolling dice.
Don't roll dice.
You want to play these crabs?
Like, listen. Like, what's this about pepper greens? What are we saying about this now? What you saying?
Like we were just talking about, like, again, like even the women back in the day. Why they had they had amazing. They've stepped up.
What stepped up? What do you mean?
In the sense that they be taking care of themselves, and I mean I was younger, so my take on it is a bit different, because I'm talking about the younger women who have grown up with not just the older women. I wasn't in that world, innit? So I saw younger women, my generation. They had pepper greens like me. They weren't too fly.
You got pepper greens, homes.
You motherfucker.
You wish you had pepper greens.
Firstly, I'm an English student. I said had, right? I know I ain't got hair, brothers. I know that. You ain't gonna be like that, innit?
Now listen, there were girls with pepper greens, and there were girls that didn't have pepper greens that had natural hair. There were also girls that had fucking headlights, and there were girls that didn't have headlights. Like there's it swings and roundabouts, innit? They're all around. You know the ones there. If you live in a diverse community, then you're gonna see it all in it. So there is beauty in all, and beauty comes from within. Let me ask you, man, a quick question, yeah? It's a quick wildcard, isn't it?
Has it got to do with beauty?
Listen.
Is that a big wild
Big
card?
man, listen.
Big man thing.
I just want to ask you, yeah? Have any of you, man, ever had to take a shit in a link's house, or whilst on a link, or on a date?
I have.
Are you serious? My stomach's hurting me already.
Wait, hold on.
I got a lactose intolerance, yeah. Before this was
It's not funny.
Listen, no lactose intolerance.
I went for a meal, yo, and my level was high.
Where did you go?
Anyone who knows me,
Cream.
I can't remember.
Ice cream.
But this is it. Like, whoever knows me, they know I don't give a shit. I'm like, yo, what's in this?
Because one time I went to Dalston. We were in Dalston. This thing went into the shop.
You told me, what kind of is this?
It's like, yo, shop man, I ain't use your toilet.
Oh shit.
I It was there for like 45 minutes.
It's like shit.
I think it's like Burton or something.
Man said Burt's. Take a shit in Burt's.
This is stuff only. I said, don't worry, I can crack the code, man.
I buy coffee.
So about the time you was on the date with the chick.
Now, so, I can't remember where. And I'm like, yo, alright, cool. This is years ago, man. This is like 20 years ago, some shit. Even in there.
Years ago.
So I'm like, yo, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yo, my guy, what's in here? Like, yeah, it's cool. He's like, are you sure? Are you sure? And like, it looks like, whenever, when you start going, you know, it looks like I'm making a scene. I'm like, it is what it is. I don't want to be a prick. I'm not trying to make this date feel away. I'm like, oh, you know what? Cool, man. I'll take your word for it. Enjoying the meal, and I'm like, this is tasty. And that's always my sign when it's too tasty, it's a bit too creamy.
That shit's delicious.
Get to the drum now, isn't it? Like, yeah, alright, date went well, gone back to the yard.
Go back to the yard with the chick.
Yeah. Whatever. Really nice evening.
Your yard or hers?
There you go. So, you know what I mean? It's all womanly, you know what I mean? It's like, cool.
What's that?
It's ramping,
That's
bro.
that noise, isn't it?
I'm hearing the lactose noise straight in the gut. No
shit.
fucking way, man.
It's
I'm like,
sweat.
nah, man.
It's brute and sweat.
Trust. I'm like, oh no, man. She's like, oh yeah, can we go over to thing? I'm like, you know what? You can, right? But
What happened,
I'm
man?
like, she's like, you know. She's like, what? I'm like, no, I think I've been set up in a restaurant.
Oh shit.
Oh, is it that bad? He's like, nah, it's that
Just set
bad.
up.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I've done the fucking damage.
So you done the mad thing there?
I've done
Come
the
on.
madness, bro. Toilet brush, clean it up.
Oh shit.
Bro,
Oh,
listen, when I left the toilet, I got my coat and I said, I got a coat, I just left, bro.
Oh shit.
Left.
He said,
Nah.
you fucked up the toilet so bad that you had to cut.
I had to, bro, it was deep, man.
See ya.
Go tree, man. Talk to me.
No. I got, you know what? I got 2 experiences about that. So my first
You're
time.
not getting to know the few G's today.
Yo, sometimes when you gotta go, innit? I went to go and link this thing. This was definitely about 20 years ago as well. So, I went to go and link this thing. Went to the yard. And I don't know, man, we ended up eating pizza, innit? Alright.
Were you lactose as well?
Nah, but that pizza fucks with me, innit?
Alright.
Yeah, I like it.
They don't quite like me.
We got some kind of relationship. Anyway, I wake up in the night, man. Alright, so I go to the yard, I'm like, yo, look, come around, we're hanging out. I'm going to Amsterdam in the night, so I gotta leave early in the morning, innit?
Yeah.
Cool. We eat the pizza, do whatever. Go to bed. I wake up in the night, like, oh shit.
Boots on the house music. So, alright.
Stomach is rising. I go to the bathroom, yeah. I didn't even switch on the light.
Oh,
Shit.
I just
Don't
didn't
tell me
take.
shit on the toilet.
Nah. Definitely on the floor. Nah.
whoa.
On the floor! Oh.
Yo, you can't what you think about that.
Like, I shut up. I swear to you, man. Everything I ate for that month, for it came out. Like, everything came out. And I didn't switch on the
Whole
light.
bread, whole rice.
Everything.
Chunks
You
of
know them ones there. Like, I know it. I flushed, cleaned out everything. But you know it was them ones that there's definitely some left there, innit? So I just, as my mind did, I cut out in it like, oh shit, is that time I gotta go to Amsterdam?
I got babes cap. Sorry, babes. I see you in the room, man.
I didn't even wake her up.
Oh,
I just left bare shit in the toilet. I left in it. Cause what? You want me to? It's a flight flushing 100 times. So I just left. I saw that.
Did you ever link her?
Cause I tried to call her.
Blocked.
Block like the toilet, bro.
Hey, that's a bad thing.
Oh my day. I was definitely blocked.
sort it out.
I was even cheekier. Man thought, no, I'm gonna call this team. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
call it,
Man,
man.
I thought you put your sauce like that.
She forgot it now. She
Nah, man, you left all the sauce in the toilet, man.
all of it, bro. And the veg, everything.
She went to that boyfriend and said, I know this guy inside out and I do not like what I see.
Isn't it getting healthy? Okay, I even done it recently as well, man. So I just like into the yard. So I was in the front room, and I just came out with it like, yo, wait, what you saying? You know, just stomach rub. It's like I said, what you saying?
Wait, what?
You know, if someone's hurting you, and like, you need to go to the toilet. I go to her, do you smoke in the toilet? Do you smoke in the toilet? You know? Like, nah, man. Like, ain't really got time, you know. Nah. Do you smoke in the toilet? So, oh, yeah. So, alright, cool. Well, let's go to the toilet. This one came upstairs as well. I was like, hey, what you doing, man?
She came to smoke with you.
Like, she came upstairs to do something in the bathroom. I was like,
But this time
What's in there?
no, she was the toilet separate. I was like, can you go downstairs, please? Can you go downstairs? What's wrong with you, man? I want to go to the toilet. Mate, I went to the toilet. I actually flushed this shit like 5 times. Like, get up there, talk to myself like,
You might need more fiber.
nah, the fiber's the problem, innit? That shit just there floating around.
That's so fucking. You man are just a shit bandit.
Oh, nah, you can't be holding them things, bro. You can't make sweet love like that. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, bro? Ain't never done before.
Nah, not in a girl's house, yeah. But I've been in a rave, bro. Oh, real, bro. Real. I don't know what type.
Cause I don't know where they ate.
It was ministry. Big Ross Club ministry, you know.
You're that guy. I swear I was there that day.
So what the fuck is down the ceiling? No, you that cubicle.
Nah, I was in ministry doing the mad one, yeah. Like, Bayside cutting me. Them days I was Mr. Gallus. I was running around grabbing up bear guys. You get me?
They're handsome.
Man, I was handsome them days. You get me?
Man, I was.
Man, I was handsome. You know the ones there, yeah? Grabbing that bear galley and that. And then Belly started doing the thunderclap. You get me, bro? Listen, I had to bring my yo, cuz.
Come watch.
I'm gonna need you. I need you, bro. Like, he was winding up with something. I said, mate, come on,
Should
bro.
be there when we get
Like,
back.
nah, you'll get her in a bit. Like, I need you right now, bro. Come. Like, that wasn't my. You thought it was beef? Nah, bro.
It's a different kind
It's
of
a
beef.
different beef. See the beef that man
It's a
says.
different type
It's
of
like
beef
beef
right now.
stroganoff.
You get me? You get me? So I had to go do the mad thing in the bathroom, and he had to just be at the door and
Guarding them
yeah,
shit.
because man can't be having no one climbs over and all them fuckeries. Like, you get me? Like, but that was my mad thing with that still.
Club, because I went in a club once. Wait, I thought I was gonna die. I went to something. I ate some food that didn't agree with me, and then there was like, "Yo, we're going out afterwards."
What?
Coming in, so we went to Baramba. Nah, I didn't do no bit of dance. I just
Just done a bit of rumba.
I said to God, I got in there. I just sat down straight away like,
Like that.
okay.
Loveliness.
Get in there.
sweat. Nah, I'm fucked. I went to the toilet. Oh my days, nigga. I said, I burst up the whole toilet, and I went home by myself.
Walked up.
That's it, man. Man walks home, started regain his energy. We have to walk home and get strength.
Then you man,
Breathing.
see, I just said, you know, where's the pastor? What? In the house of the Lord? I'm gone. I cut left man's. Like, nah, I'm fucked. Like sweating, you know, like I had to shit in the club. I'm out of there, mate. It's that all about. No one should ever see me again.
Mad thing, I mean, it happened. I mean, on that note, guys, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You know,
If you gotta go, you gotta
don't
go.
hold in too long. Like block up shit. Like, I mean, the first festival I went to, I didn't go for 4 days, bro.
Nah, yeah, incredible.
4 days, and I'm regular. I'm steady. I'm steady, bro. 4 days, bro. I couldn't believe it because there was no way in hell I was shit.
You say you weren't using the porta potty.
Ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't happen. And I was glamping, bro. Nah, ain't gonna happen.
Nah.
It's cool. Holding.
4 days.
Firmly,
That's
bro.
illness.
It was. I don't suggest that for our followers. You know what I mean? I mean, if you are blocked up for longer than 4 to 5 days,
And start
especially
coming
go
back
see the
thinking,
GP. You know.
You need to drink some X-Lax quickly.
Right.
Like, forget that. Because you're bummed up 4 days.
That's mad.
Like, alright, we need to come off this, like,
Yeah.
just messy
shit.
talk.
Yeah, there's a bit of a wild card. So I told you I'll throw a little wild card in there today still.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw a little wild card in there.
Nah,
You
you
get
want
me?
still. That's
Right.
bad. No.
You get me? You
Mad
might.
thing, mad thing.
It went on for a bit longer than I thought. Back here with bare shit exploits.
This is
I got
gross.
topic for you.
We either gained some followers or definitely lost some.
Did you guys? I mean, I spoke to you earlier about black restaurant owner in America. He was doing the rounds on Instagram and social media,
I didn't see this.
where he started cussing at. I think it was even on Made You Think 101. I think he posted, and the restaurant owner came to speak to the women because they were twerking, and there's a few of them twerking in the restaurant. So I think it's a new restaurant. And when they're saying, not verbatim, like, oh, what you guys doing? I built this place for it to be respectable. I built this for us. You guys don't need to be behaving like that. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out. You know, I was like, right. I was looking at the comments, and he was like, yeah, no lies told. And like, yeah, facts. They need to behave themselves. My thoughts. I'm like, alright, cool. It's a professional establishment. Yeah, cool. You don't want that.
What is it? A restaurant?
It's a restaurant. So I'm like, alright, cool. You go in there and say, ladies, I appreciate you enjoying yourselves, but there's no dancing. So if you could like take your seats.
When they play at the restaurants playing music?
I believe they are. I can't call it, but
And there was twerking music
They
too.
were twerking, bro. They were enjoying themselves. They're dancing. So fine.
And
So like, guys,
the
guys. So what? And if they is dancing, like, it's like, come on, my guys. That's not how you talk to them. And two, if that was my missus, I'm not saying my missus could be twerking in the restaurant, but hey, or mumsy, aunties, cousins, sisters. You're not talking to my family like that about get the fuck out. Like, nah, bro. You get the fuck out.
You get the fuck out. It's my bike now. You get me?
Like,
My mama gave me this chain, nigga. She gave me this chain.
listen, like, I feel like it's his establishment. You don't want you twerking in there.
No.
Wait.
Let my man.
You don't want you twerking in there. He's got the right to come out there and say, listen.
Jump in there. He's got the right respect.
Wait. You see how you said when he came up there and said, like, I built this for us. It's like for us to be respectful in there and enjoy ourselves. Like, if he came up with that and said, like, but I'm happy that you're also joyful and so on, yeah. But just not in that way because it's not a good look for what we're trying to do, yeah. I feel like that would have been better received than to get the fuck out.
Right. So
Although, this is my shit, innit? If I'm telling you, if you're in my shit, I can tell you to get the fuck out.
Nah.
I can tell you to get the fuck
you're
out.
white for that.
I'm just saying, I can tell
What
you.
restaurant?
not for
would you
that.
accept any restaurant of any colour to say get the fuck out to you?
No, I'm just saying.
Why?
I'm just saying.
But it's their restaurant.
Yeah, I'm just saying I wouldn't accept it to me.
But we
Nobody
you
should
have
accept
so
it.
should anyone accept it?
No, no one should accept
so
it.
why-
I'm just
why
saying
not?
you have the right.
Because
to
you don't
you're
have
in
the
my
right.
house.
You
You're
don't
in my
have the
house.
right.
yeah,
You don't have the right. You don't
I'm in
have
your
the right.
house.
I don't
I'm
want to hear it.
disrespecting something that
It's
different.
If I'm disrespectful,
It's different. That's
you.
different.
You can tell me to get the fuck
That's
out.
different.
You can say it.
That's
I'm
different.
not saying it's right.
That's different.
I'm just saying you can say that.
That's different. That's
You get me?
different. That's
You should
not.
have said it.
Firstly,
in a
your
more
house is
politically
your
correct
home,
way.
and your business is your business, innit?
Which is open to the public.
So like, I'm trying to make this bread, right, from you. So no, and
You just
working
saying
in
to them,
customer services,
Get off the tables. and
working
shit.
in customer services, you know, you don't talk to people like that.
I'm not working
You
customer
don't.
services.
No, but working in customer services, you know that you don't talk to people like that. And if you work with people, you work in customer services.
Just
You
out
might
of-
have a different title, but you work in customer services.
Just out of respect in general, come bro.
And so it goes back to the dancing. They're twerking. If they were doing a different kind of dance, would they have minded? Is it the fact
But
that
we
they were
can't say,
dancing?
maybe it's the fact that they were I think they were on tables and stuff like that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like now, whether it's like I know I'm not saying about the twerking. I'm saying he should have said it in a more respectful
Should have
manner.
said a professional way.
Yeah, he should have said. Should have kept it.
But
I'm not even talking about professionalism. I'm just talking about being respectful in it, because you need to talk to people with respect and gain respect in it. Yeah?
And these people are paying customers.
You see what I'm
Paying
saying?
customers is
So talk to
like,
them with
guys-
respect in it, like, raw. This ain't what we're trying to do. Come off the table or stop that. If you please.
You don't even have to say
You see what
that.
I'm saying? Like,
You don't even have to
guys,
appeal.
you wanna calm down a bit or whatever like that, yeah? You can say that, innit, yeah? The whole get the fuck out is wrong, innit? I'm just saying that
You
it's
see
in
those,
America, innit? You got
you see
freedom of
those
speech.
guys
See what you want.
in the TV shows where they're like Uncle Tom's, and then something happens that they turn mad niggerish and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's one of those moments. It's like, hold on a minute, you ain't even
Consistent.
you ain't even asked them, you ain't even said to them, guys, look, we don't do this. If you've had to tell them 3, 4, 5 times, then maybe. But like
Do we
the
know
first
that's not
time,
the case?
but we can only go by what we've been told or what we know. And if they haven't said that, oh yeah, this guy said it to them 5 times, then we can only go by, it was only said once. Because that's what the evidence is telling us right now.
And the guy didn't say, I've told you numerous times. So all things like, guys, and you know, I've worked in the industry, and I've overseen and I've managed whole events, and this is of different races, different classes.
I'm not saying nothing about racism. I'm just saying.
Just what I'm saying though, yeah. So as a black man who's managed and overseen events from different classes, different races, you don't talk to people like that. Period. And then if one of my staff, if I heard like, I'm like, what did you just say? I'm like, yeah, they were doing this. It's like, that's not how you approach the situation.
That's not how you
don't
approach
do that. So let alone a manager come out and saying that. It's like, wait, if you're talking to me like that, I can tell you something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, who are you talking to? And there's no way my daughter's in there and she's gonna say, oh, you just told me to fuck. I was like, ew, for what? Because you're dancing. You're not even gonna be. It's like, nah.
Like, we're all saying the same thing, to be honest. Because I'm saying that you should have come to them better, innit?
100.
Come to them professionally, respectfully, all of the above, innit? Yeah. If they're carrying on in ways that you don't want them to be doing within your establishment. Yeah.
You're full right to say it.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Just tell them.
I'm just also saying that
Again,
you can say
you don't have the right to start kicking man out because it's your shot. That's the my ball syndrome. That's my ball. It's like, nigga, fuck your
If
ball.
your mumsy was there, your girls thingy, your missus, they're sitting there, the younger ones jump up twerking, and your mum's like, oh, these girls, it's what they all do nowadays. And you're like, you guys, get the fuck out. Mum's there like, yo.
I'm dropping, man.
Yo,
I'm just saying.
You can't say you're gonna drop, man, but he's allowed to say it.
No.
See what I'm saying?
What I'm
Don't
saying,
say that.
no, what I'm saying, you man ain't listening to me. What I'm saying is you should approach it better, innit? I'm not accepting that. If he approaches me in that way, it's a different thing, innit? However, like, he's in his establishment,
No,
he
you
can
can't
do what
go
he
into-
wants,
you
innit?
can't go- you can't.
But you're gonna have to be,
and for
you're
that-
gonna have to be culpable for your actions, innit?
For that reason, that is why, like, a lot of these, I'm gonna say it, black-owned shops don't work, innit? Because they're gonna do what they want. It's my shop, and I'm gonna not do the norm, what works. I'm gonna do what I want, and let's talk to people how I like. Serve them 10 minutes after they've gotten into the
No,
shop.
but I don't think it's anything to do with a black-owned shop or anything like that. I'm not talking about nothing to do with race. I don't care about the dance.
I think it might be because I don't see him saying that to white chicks.
I'm just
You
talking
guys
about.
doing that, get the fuck out of
it
that.
comes down to
I don't
race.
see him doing that, bro.
I'm just talking
I
about
don't
it
see-
as
I don't
my,
see
my
having
response
the,
was just with regards to people doing something in your establishment that you don't want them to be doing and saying you can't leave if you want.
I don't think.
but
I don't think
that's not saying that.
I don't think he'll be as familiar with a different race.
Right, because he wouldn't have to say, oh yeah, we did this for us. Shut the fuck up with that sentence.
He'll come.
Firstly, you never have to
It's
say
not
that.
like different goes, guys, sorry, we don't allow that in society. You see what I'm
You
saying?
never have to
Let
say,
me tell you,
why are you trying to appeal to the black side? You're a fucking Uncle Tom, and I don't even have to use that sentence.
Bro, I'm gonna give you one.
Right? Like, why would you
Alright,
say
I hold
that?
my hands up. I hold my hands up. Listen, man, like we can't all just agree all the time, innit?
No,
So I have to throw some things in there.
No,
No, it's not that. It's
You get me? You man are right though. Hey yo! Anti-cannabis. You won!
You won this.
You
Yeah,
won!
You gotta get rhymes right. Rhymes.
This book of rhymes.
Hey,
Yo, I just said no bet. Like, you might not understand what we're talking about still.
brilliant.
Like, that's one of the podcast content still.
Right.
Private jokes. You
Private
get me?
jokes,
But
yeah,
if you know, you know, innit?
Nah,
You
fair
get me?
dues.
Hey, you man, let me ask you a quick question.
Mm.
I meant to ask you a question. Like, I'm just gonna throw this one out there, yeah? Now, could you, yeah? Could you or would you date? No, not date. Could you or would you be in a relationship with one of your man's exes
No.
or old flames?
So,
Is it acceptable to be in a relationship?
let me
to get
ask-
into a
let me
relationship with
ask.
one of your man's old links or
let me
something
ask.
like that?
Let me ask.
Fire bun Babylon every time, yeah?
Like, firstly, was it a serious relationship? Secondly, like, what age? And thirdly, is it just a beat thing, innit? Just quickly
Nah.
smash the thing.
What? Who? The person
Yeah,
in the latest
Wait,
stage?
you're talking about relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Nah,
thing.
yeah. I'm asking, is it okay to wife off someone that one of your mandems slapped?
I think it's.
Slapped up like a link.
Might have been slapped up like that. It might
Do
have
what you
been.
want.
No, that's mine. People doing that.
What, you gonna go over?
If you want,
You're a cat,
you're wrong, man. It's up to you, bro.
No.
Do
I'm
you
asking
think-
you.
Me,
It's not about. It's not about. Is it okay for them to
No,
do it?
bro.
You wanna go out with one of my things that I beat? No, that's cool. That's not what I'm asking you, bro. I'm asking, is it okay? Is it okay for you to go out with, or be in a relationship with, wife off, take it to the next level, whatever way you wanna say, yeah, with one of your man's exes or old flames or links? Or
I think,
How old
I,
are
I
they?
think, I think at our age, yeah, honestly, it depends, innit?
Because at your age, you ain't messing around.
So it's like, what you man's on, you're serious, it's like. and
Wait, hold on a minute. So everyone you man beat, like, it's wifey or something?
No,
what are
but
you talking about?
specifics.
Bro, you see me, yeah, man got these high class birds in us. Not all of you.
What you man saying? So everything you beat, it's a wifey thing. Is that what it is?
Like, I listen, they're nice people, innit? They might not be the most attractive people. but
Don't
they are
fuck
nice
your mental,
people.
brother.
Like, they're nice people. They are nice people.
I mean, honestly,
But what's that with anything?
I don't know why you said that to me.
Why did you say that?
Say what?
Everything you be is wifey thing.
What?
What?
who?
Where?
Hey? Hello?
Becky, Keisha.
Listen,
Like, God.
what I'm saying to you, yeah? Alright, so boom. I've got a thing that, I had someone back in the day that I used to beat, or I used to link, yeah? I used to just beat her on her eggs, innit? Or just like on a one away or whatever it might
So
be.
nothing serious.
Was she cool? Was she a nice person? Cool.
She's cool.
And it wasn't serious.
She's cool. Like, it's serious enough that I beat her out, innit? Like, I'm
That's
just
not-
saying.
that doesn't-
Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's serious enough where we had relations and we're cool and
Them lad.
we can
So where you going with that? So
Anyways,
we can converse and we're cool
you
with each other, innit?
it was just a sexual thing.
Yeah, sexual thing. Yeah, it's a sexual.
It was just a sexual thing.
Yeah. So, are you? Is it okay for you? Is it okay for you to be in a relationship with one of your brethren's sexual exploits?
For me personally, like I personally wouldn't, but you just never know with age, innit? So it's like there's so much fish in this here. I'm like, nah, I ain't even going there. But it depends, because at this age, it's like it's connections, man. It's like if you connect with the person, you connect with the person. You know what I mean? It's like what it's like what was she? Was it just a sexual thing?
Yeah, like, how
that-
serious was it?
How serious?
Like,
was
if
she
you-
like
if- If you just a link, it's like, alright, cool. Preferably,
So what part of it matters? Is it the part of the emotional connection or the part of the sexual
if
connection?
I was with somebody for 10 years,
Because can I just say? Because isn't it? Would it not come like different to you if you know? All right, cool. 2 years ago, my man them or 3 years ago, whatever it might be, my boy was beating you or was having sex with you.
But let me just-
Wait. No, you ain't.
Ouch!
My boy was in a sexual relationship with you 2 years ago, like casually, and now, like,
Wifed it. You could've wifed it.
I've seen more in you, innit, and I want to wife you. Like, what's more? What's more detrimental to you? What, the fact that he was having sex with her?
But why is
or
it
the
detrimental? This question. So it's like
because if she was just having sex with him on alone,
they're
like,
adults,
doesn't she
man.
have a
That's just
emotional
like-
connection
That's
with
just
him?
so it's like so it will be a conversation between me and you. It's like, look, if it was me and it was your team that was just a sexual thing, like, how serious you are? Because she would have told me, no, we was just linking. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Let me run. I've got feelings. I've clearly got feelings for it if I'm gonna take it further.
So
I'm not,
is there not like
or even before you get there, I'm having a conversation with you. I was like, look, what's your thoughts? Because it's like, look, man, I'm thinking like, I want the blessing in it, because that's all. Because you're gonna be then creeping around, innit? So I'm like, I'm looking to. Is it all right if I holler at her? No, but it's like you don't want to strain your relationship with your boy. And it's like, what are you doing?
Are you joking?
It's like, no, it's bros before hoes, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but
I'm
like
saying
there should
it's
be.
like-
That's not
Can
the
I just
same
ask-
thing.
wait.
No, I got to
No,
jump in.
no.
I got to jump in. But bros before hoes is like.
I didn't say that.
If I smashed your current chick in it, like, then it's like, we can't fight over your current chick letting off to me, innit? That's when bros become hoes, not bros before fucking ex flings or whatever. Now, what my point in saying is, you know the difference between a link and, alright, I was serious about this girl, innit? It didn't work out, but I was serious about this girl. You know the difference, because this one you know as my girl, and that one you just know as somebody I linked,
Yeah,
innit?
what I'm saying, I'm so sorry, God. You came with the crazy eyes.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
was about to get real.
So like, nah, for real, like, if she's not known to us as though this was one of my, like, girl that I cared about, then she was obviously just a link that you probably never heard about. Do you understand? So like, alright, you've met her now, and it's years have gone, and you like her, and you guys are different people. Like, what the fuck's it gonna do?
And that's why originally when we said if she's a cool person, because you could be linking someone and it's
Yeah, she's a cool person.
but this is it though. It's like you're nice, and it's like, okay, it won't develop further than this because maybe there's some compatibility issues, but you're not a bad person.
Yeah, right.
And I may see you as a bridge. It's like, you know what, I do want the best for you. It's like,
I've met a lot of girls.
and it's like, if she's not, it's like, I'm linking this thing out, bro. You know what? I don't even dating her for. It's like, no, I just started like, listen up, yeah. You know what? And she's a bit mad. Just watch out this, so I'll give you the heads up as a friend.
I won't even give you no heads up, because that's different between me and this nigga, because like, our experience is gonna be different.
Can I ask?
I need to say what I'm saying.
Go on, hurry up.
Like, I don't even know what I was gonna say. I made me forget.
The
Different
heads up,
experiences.
just giving the heads up. Different might be different. Experiences might be different.
Yeah.
So you
I forgot, man. I forgot.
No, go on, man.
I forgot.
So for me, I'm just saying, look, I'll give you the heads up if it's something that's detrimental. But if she's not dangerous, bro. I'm like, nah, man, be happy, man. Hope you be happy.
I've met like a lot of women that are boom wifey material. I dated
Some
some.
of your boys have done something already.
Nah, not my boys, but like I've dated. Probably I know maybe one of them. This motherfucker will be dating, befriending all my women. Anyway, I even dated one that I said to, you are going to be an amazing wife for somebody.
Oh.
Yeah, nah, like it got to that stage and it's like we were cool, but you're gonna be an amazing wife for somebody. I am not ready for you, or I'm not the one for you, but
Which is fair
you're
enough.
right. You're gonna be awesome because you're heavy.
Okay, cool.
I just don't feel for you like that.
Cool, right. So, yeah, you don't feel for her like that. Obviously, she may, or well, not obviously, but she may be, felt like for you like that, yeah? But you said, nah, you know what, it can't run like that. Later on down the line, 2 years down the line, like one of your dogs, them, has brought this girl around and said, yeah.
As a serious thing.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to be with, you get me, yeah? Now, you know that, yeah, she's going to be a great girlfriend for you.
Yes.
You get me? But you also know that you and her had a sexual connection, and that she wanted you more than sexually, So, is it not? You see, for your boy, is it not like a bit of a? I'm just asking a question, isn't it? Is it not a bit
awkward.
of a, awkward, or because you're going to be around anyway? So isn't she still sexually attracted to you?
Yeah, but she liked me like that before I met him, and now this nigga has changed her. That nah, man, I like this nigga. Innit? Who am I? Sorry, just whatever. This ninja, this brother. Do you understand? Like, yeah, I liked you a lot, but now this brother has come to my life and he likes me like how I like him. Do you understand? It's not about, I don't still like you at all.
So the brother doesn't need to have no like worries about her.
It's you and your ego, not you.
Yeah,
but it's you and your ego thinking, I beat this thing, she still fancies me, man. No, she don't. You're a long time in the past, bruv. You definitely are.
Who, me?
Boy, sleep easy tonight.
Listen, I don't either one. I don't either one. I'm in a healthy married relationship. You know what I mean?
Like again, I get it. Like, but that's long.
Do you know what it is?
Past.
I just if you're a good person, and obviously your boy's a good dude, it's like, you know what? If she's wifing to you, like, we feeling like cool. Now, I think what you're alluding to is, does your guy need to know that this might be awkward because will it come out over time? It's like,
No.
Because you're saying you know straight away.
He has to know straight away.
There you go.
You can't
know straight away.
Like
I used to do it to down and stuff.
If he doesn't know, if you don't tell your boy that you already beat, then you have plans on beating again.
You reckon?
100%. Because why doesn't he know that you beat already?
Because it's not an
in
issue.
the beginning.
Because it's not an issue.
So neither of you are saying nothing.
Because
so both of you conspired.
Can I say something?
You man,
Can I
just
say
remind me,
something?
innit?
That means, do you want to know
Keep it
about
close, innit?
if I walk past that somebody that I beat? Must I tell you?
Say again?
If I walk past this person that I beat, must I tell you that I beat them?
No.
Right. So it's a non-issue, innit?
So
me beating this guy, it's a non-issue.
I think the question is, when do you tell?
Why should you tell?
No, because it's
What
like,
are you talking about? It's one of your friends.
So
He's in
like-
your circle.
it's
It's,
like,
not no normal stranger from down the road.
So I'm walking-
It's not the man that lives 3 roads away.
okay, this is the scenario.
You don't know.
Let me-
It's your
let me-
friend.
stop. Let me- This is the scenario.
He's in your group chat.
Hear me out, hear me out,
in
let
your
me-
mind,
So let me
think you want
let
to
me
know.
pose you guys this. So this is the thing here. You're single.
Hey, you see, you're missing
You're-
concepts.
Hold on.
Exactly. Do
hard.
you want to know?
Listen.
Do you want to know?
Listen.
Go on.
So you're single. You're in a relationship. You meet someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm single, bro.
Yeah.
Bare bells.
You meet a beautiful girl. It's like, you know what? You're saying to me, it's like, yo, breaks. This could be the one. It's like, alright, cool, man. I mean, cool. Yeah, yo, just whatever. You don't know about it yet. So it's like, yeah, I'm just taking it easy, just whatever. Cool. And then you see her. You're with her. Like, oh yeah, Fiona. Dress. Fiona's like, we know each other. What do you say?
How?
What happens now? Walk us through it.
Who him?
Both of you. So this is your thing.
We did scenarios.
Yeah. So what's happening now?
So wait, run it again.
So he's now with a beautiful girl. He's taking it slow. It's like, no, just see that goes like, no, getting a bit more serious. Yeah, man.
Man, 7.5 weeks in.
Dress is coming round. You come round and go, oh yeah, Justin, introduce you to my friend. You know.
You introduced her as your friend.
So his friend.
Say no more, fam. Yeah.
Go on. Go on. So now what happens now? Oh,
Predator.
See, don't ever use that. Don't you ever use that. Don't you ever use that. Rebuke that.
Look at him, man.
So the scenario is, you've now walked in, he's introduced you to his new friend, his new friend Fiona is your old friend that you had relations with.
Yeah,
So,
a little while ago. Alright, so I'm saying,
15 years ago. And you
15 years ago?
You were doing the thing for a year and a half, but you weren't serious, it was just...
I was doing a thing with her for a year and a half. Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Come on.
So boom, it's easy, innit? It's cool. Well, one, you good? Safe? How you been? You alright? Oh, you look nurtured. Yeah. Friend from back in the day. How you been? I'm talking to you like you know from early, innit? Like, it's not, you're not gonna know the ins and outs from early, but I'm gonna let you know that I know her, innit? Yeah. And I'm gonna give her a hug. Yeah, because I ain't seen her in a
What
while.
kind of hug you giving the dress?
No,
Why?
above the lower
Yeah,
back.
but why?
Because if everything that we said before, she's a nice person and we're cool, and we didn't go off in any.
Yeah, but if you
Any
did, the
bad-
thing is, if you don't talk to her, wait, I have to say, if you don't talk to her currently, why are you hugging her?
So I've seen you in years.
You would never see her anyway. You only see her because of
her now.
Right?
She's spicy now.
It's like, wow, what do you mean you're hugging? Like, you would never see her anyway. You see her after 30 years.
Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, you get triggered.
Now, I'm just saying, like,
Wait, hold on a minute.
wait, you're saying this.
I'm saying
You're
this.
saying this.
This is my friend. I've known.
She might do that to you.
I've known her for 16
You don't
and
know
a half
her,
years.
bro. You don't know
Don't
her.
know her like me.
You don't know her.
Don't
You don't know her.
I know
No,
her.
You knew her.
No,
Don't know her favorite
Let-
ice cream.
Right? You never took
You don't know her fragrance.
There's a difference. That's where you're getting it messed up. And
No, I'm not getting it messed up.
You
I'm telling
definitely
you.
are.
I'm telling
You don't know if she like burger sauce.
You are! I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about
You've
this.
been with her for 7.5 weeks. We already know that I already know I've had a year and a half. So
come
I know I'm
on.
better than you, my bro.
Come on, cuz.
Yeah?
Come on.
So as I
You
said,
knew
I'm
her
gonna hug her.
15 years
It's
ago.
been a while.
Hold
You
on.
were 15
Yeah,
years
but you
ago.
know,
How do you
I'm
wait?
hugging
Nah,
Let's
nah.
go intimately.
Nah,
I'm
wait,
a new
wait.
version of her, bro.
I ain't said to her yet. We're getting there. We're gonna get there. She said like we be holding hands. Like, wait,
It's bad for you.
cuz. You ain't seen this chick for 15 years was the story.
Yeah.
Like you don't.
So why would you not hug the person
You
haven't
don't
seen
know
that you're
her.
cool with?
How you cool with her? Oh my god. How you cool with someone you ain't seen in 15
Bro,
years?
That's your viewpoint on it, but he's saying it's cool.
Wait, oh my
Bro,
god.
chill. Let's just go with the story. Humanly. So he hugs her now.
Did you see it when I was like,
He hugs
nuts.
her.
Man, Jackie
Human
went
me.
cold color.
Bro, human me. So let's take the story. He hugs her, pitches her bubble.
No way.
There you-
Never. If my boy brought in the girl,
Shut
I would
up.
never hug
You hugged her, bruv.
Yeah, so
You
what?
might as well
Picked her
talk about
down,
it.
picked her down 15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago. Now it's like we're cool. What? 15 years ago.
Bro, he hugs her.
How you cool,
He hugs her and goes, you still wear that suit.
How cool, girl? I bought you that. Well, you let it last. Yeah. You ain't changed. You ain't changed. You still like it when I... Right?
No, listen. So I'm dapping up my dog. Like, yeah, what's goodie? Boom. Hugs. How you been? You been alright? Yeah. Boom, bam. Cool. Then I'm turning back to my guy. What you saying? What's been good? How long you lot been together? Or you lot together or something? Like, how long you known each other? Like, boom, boom. Then I'm cutting out. I'm cutting out. And then later on in the night.
Bro, she just kept telling me.
Get rid of this picture of us kissing.
Later on in the night, I'm coming back. When we're having a drink or a smoke or something outside, I'm gonna holler at you and say, "Yo, what you saying? How's you think?" I'm gonna ask you first and foremost, what's your thing? How's your setup? Is this your missus? Is this da 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 da? Yeah. And because I'm not trying to be awkward. I'm not trying to make it be a thing where you've gone home.
Yes.
And
he goes, yeah, man. I think before you love her, we're gonna do it tonight.
Do what tonight?
Love making. We're saying this is the.
Trisha, Becky.
How's that's bad for you.
Cuz.
What, she made you
Maybe
wait that
tonight
long?
was the
Yeah?
night. 7 weeks, mate.
Right.
Come on. I got roses, man.
Nah, you know what? I'm like. It's a bit mad. It's a bit mad 'cause I don't want to bust your bubble, innit? Like,
With what?
What are you saying?
With what? Your gas?
No, it's no gas.
What do you do?
Gas,
How is it gas?
What do you do?
Because then you're gonna say, oh yeah, I beat that.
No, man, I will tell you how I know her, innit? Yeah, I know her from back in the day. I'm not even gonna say I beat her. Yeah, we used to link, we used to
Go. What?
we,
You saw?
we used to see each other back in the day.
What do you mean see each other? Like, okay, cool.
See each other. That's the
That's
adult
cold.
term. It's an adult term.
That's cold, man.
See what I'm saying?
Alright,
And
alright.
say, oh,
So,
you used to link.
wait,
And you see each other, so you don't.
So he's cutting down. He's like, okay. So how serious was it? It's like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I was like, nah, it's fine, man. Like, everything's cool. You lot, I wish you the best, innit? Like, because I've already checked in with you and asked you how serious you are, innit? Now I already know that I can't speak in a different, in a way that you might perceive as disrespectful or anything like that. Because I'm never gonna disrespect your missus. regardless.
Firstly,
You get me?
I
Me
might-
hugging her out of because I hadn't seen her in 15
Squeeze
years.
the butt cheek,
Yeah?
the right, the left
I
butt
didn't
cheek.
squeeze the butt cheek. Yeah, because she came with my dog, so I would never do that.
you would
Yeah.
do that, cuz.
This guy,
You
yeah,
would do that.
I said, you know,
Man,
I
see
said-
the girl
I said,
spray on his
I
arse,
said, I
like,
hugged
oi.
her, and my hand was above the lower attacking. That's what I said. Your man went nuts.
You still got man.
You imagine when she, if I left that conversation, and if I left that night and didn't tell him, and she told him like 6 weeks later, why didn't he tell me?
Exactly. It's peak.
Like he's coming to blow up my house or some shit.
What do you mean? Now, the thing is,
The respect your point is like, look, we was dating back in the day, just letting you know, so it's not awkward.
Yeah.
My thing is, look, I'm just letting you know now, we were seeing each other back in the day. Lovely girl, bro. It is what it is, isn't it? Like,
Lovely
my
girl,
blessing.
bro.
It is, isn't it?
So you prefer not to know?
Because
I don't know. It's so difficult for me.
Do you know what? Do you know why I say that? Because if you don't tell them, right, and it's for me, it's like you may find out in an awkward situation, you all go out, and this has been going on for months. You're building relationships, you're cool, and you don't know.
But your other brothers,
and the stranger comes and is like, oh, well,
just keep up when you used to be back in the day.
And you're all together, and you said, you're still
you're all together, you're all talking, you're getting together, and it's like you're next to each other, and it's like, oh, raw, are you two still together?
But that's what I'm saying. That's when it comes down to how serious was it. Do you understand? You would know. If it's serious, you would know about the person. So someone can say, "Are you guys still together?" If it's not serious, no one can ever say that about you guys, right? Because you're just a link, right? Of course, you're linked. No one can come.
I disagree because some people be like, "Oh shit, what you still together?" It's like, no, we were never together.
With who?
But you always
What
saw
kind
us.
of link
You
is
always
that?
saw us.
That's a serious
no,
thing,
it's
bro.
like work colleagues. You know what I mean?
No, work
so
colleagues.
sometimes when you go out, sometimes like, oh, you two make a nice couple. You two make a nice couple. You don't ever get that. When you're a female friend, like, you make a nice couple, you have to check him. It's like, nah, we're not that. We're just friends. Yeah. It's my cousin. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be, it's like, no, it's not that. My cousin. Nah, you're friends.
No.
These things happen. They come out. You don't. And I'm hypothetically, you wouldn't. I'm saying you wouldn't like it to come out in that circumstance. You'd be like, right. So, what would be your take if that happened then?
That shit don't happen. I can only go by my experiences.
Okay, human.
Right. I can only go by my
No,
experiences.
you can't. You can humour me and follow the story.
No.
You know what I mean? Follow the story.
No, I can only go by my experience. I
What
imagination.
did that happen to you in real life? Because you went nuts.
What happened to that?
You got triggered.
No, I didn't.
You did. You
I just said-
definitely got triggered.
No, I didn't.
What happened then?
We had a discussion about it.
You blew your top, bro.
You did.
Pause, nigga.
Yeah, you blew your own top.
No, I didn't. I
You're
said
right.
like, you said that yeah, I will have guys like, firstly, if we're using logic, it's like,
Well, I can't hug my friend that I haven't seen for a while.
how is she your friend?
Listen, them times, 15 years ago, man went on social media like that, innit?
Okay.
Done changed their number, innit?
Alright.
Yeah? And because the link weren't like that again, although we're not linking, we're still cool. Yeah? Now,
You got
no
malice towards it, but
No, which is cool. I
get
get that, but everything has to be in the past tense, innit? It has to be in the past tense. She was my friend, but 15 years later, you don't know her, bro.
okay.
This is what I'm. This
So,
is how I'm thinking about it.
Have you ever run into someone that you saw at school? Or that you used to go to college with, or anyone that you
Yes.
haven't seen in
Yeah.
some years?
Yes.
And you held them up?
What do you mean held them up?
Held them up?
Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
bro?
like
Yeah.
embraced and stuff.
Yeah,
So why did you give them out then?
What's the
Like,
difference?
the thing
What is the difference, please?
Yeah, what is the difference?
So like the difference is I went to a boys' school, innit? Like
So what the fuck's that got to do with anything? So what are you saying? So what?
Why?
Because she's another.
So from college then?
What? Because she's the opposite sex, man can't embrace.
like listen. What you're doing here is you're using friendship and now sexual relationship as the same thing. That's what you're doing now.
How?
Breaker said.
I tell you how.
What kind of person was she? Is she cool? Were you cool? Yes, we were cool.
Yes, she was a nice person, fair enough, but you had a sexual relationship, not a friendship relationship. Because that's how the story played out. So it's no point trying to blur the lines and saying, yeah, the friendship and sexual, because it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
I've got to disagree there.
Trying to disagree
That's a
with
bit too specific and splitting hairs. Like, nah, the friendship wasn't on that level. I'm like, if you're having sex with a
No,
person
but-
for a year and a half, you're going to tell me, nah, a hug is a bit too deep to do. I'm like, what? You've been sleeping with her for a year and a half.
You can
and
say
you're
that.
Like, oh, you're alright, you're cool. But
I don't understand how that's a problem.
End on no malice, yo. There's no beef.
No,
bro.
no one's saying there's any beef.
That's what it's being. That's what I'm.
You don't know the
You're
person,
saying.
innit? You don't know the person. You knew
Alright,
the person.
I knew the person.
As I said,
I knew the person,
As I said,
and
it's
I
got to be
hugged.
past tense, innit?
Alright, I
so
knew the
if you
person.
wait,
We
if
were
you go
cool.
to hug her, if you go wait,
the show.
If you go to hug her and she does this,
Then I got paid.
but does it stop you from being cool?
That's not part of the story, though, is it?
Exactly. So you're gonna tell me now it's not part of the story, and I'm being specific. But now you're gonna tell me, but the story is which you're being specific about.
No, but you changed the story.
I know I didn't.
You said no, you don't know her. Alluding to you can't hug her because you don't know her.
How can I change the story?
the
Oh my
story-
God!
the story
How can I
is-
change the story when you said 15 years?
Yeah, so you
So
hugged
I
her.
changed it from what?
But what did you say though? You changed the fact of the story. You can't hug her. Is that why? You don't know her. But the story is you hugged her. You know her. You're cool. So what you
You
doing
knew
now?
her. I said past tense. It has to be in a past tense.
Alright.
Alright.
Right,
We accept that. We accept
Cool,
that.
alright, yeah, alright.
So it's a past tense. I knew her.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's not-
Because I knew her.
You
yeah,
attempted
and-
to hug her.
No, he
So
hugged her.
wait. So when I attempted to hug her, did she end you?
No, it's not even an issue that allow it.
Nah, bro, that's
No?
the case. No.
Why not? No. Why not?
That don't happen to me, Playboy.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
Which goes back to my original point.
I'm just
In your
saying.
mind.
No. I'm just
In your
saying.
mind.
No,
in your
I'm
mind,
just
bro.
saying that don't happen
Go
to
on,
me.
go.
You think that equates to me thinking that she wants the dick. That doesn't mean
Not
that.
at all. Not
That
at
don't mean
all.
none of
I didn't allude to that. I never alluded to that.
So,
That's what you
I
said.
never said that at all.
I'm
did
saying,
in your
my
original
thing
plan.
is humor me and say, yeah, it's cool. You hug each other. It's like, all right, long time, man. You okay? Boom, boom, boom. You're saying, no, that's not never gonna happen. How would that happen?
No.
So
no.
did it happen? Yes or no? Did it happen? The hug?
What the
Yes,
fuck?
yes or no, bro.
Firstly, this is a make-believe story.
Exactly,
I know.
bro.
This is what's nuts.
It's a make-believe story.
So he hugs her, yeah.
Okay, let's say you hugged her. Alright, let's for the
Cool.
Okay, yeah.
And it's cool. It's like, so obviously from the hug, like, you guys know each other. Yes, that's what you're gonna
Okay.
think, innit? Straight away, like, you guys know each other. Yeah. So, how do you guys know each other? Because that's my first thought. You're not gonna say that. What would you?
So okay. So you'd hug her just because you knew her, right?
You're saying that no, it's agreeing.
Right. So if he brought her to the yard, would you hug her as a greeting then? Just brand new, you never slept with her or anything. Would you hug her then? No.
But I didn't know her.
I'm asking. I'm only asking.
I'm asking you.
No, but I'm asking.
I'm asking
this
you
question.
what you're asking. I'm asking you. Did I in this house situation?
So
did I not know her?
if it's somebody
Did I
that you
never know
didn't
her previously?
Yes, and I brought her. Yeah, this is somebody, my friend, whoever. Would you hug her then?
I think I'm definitely hugging. I think you know this.
So then it's just you're just a hugging guy.
So I think because me and you are as cool as we are, yeah. Everyone that you bring to me and introduce to me as either your friend or above, yeah.
They're of a certain caliber.
Yeah, then I'm gonna embrace them with a certain caliber. You get me? Because they're coming via you. Do you see what I'm saying? So if they're coming from you, I'm aiding them up. What's going on, man?
Alright.
And I'm embracing, whether that's man or female. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's my answer.
See what I'm saying?
So the answer was yes.
So you hug.
Yeah, just for clarity.
So you hugged her, which is fine. There's
Yes,
nothing.
it's fine.
There's nothing
I'll
ill.
definitely delete it from the group chat.
There's no ill feeling. Like it's like, oh, what's up? You alright? Long time. Don't think there's no malice. It's like, oh shit, this is the same girl. You said, no, you're gonna make a wonderful wife.
Exactly.
One day.
That's
so.
what you- that's
the same regard. He's held her all them time ago. Same regard he's holding you. So like, oh, good. I'm just now surrounded by good peoples. He's like, oh shit. Oh, what are you saying? He's like, oh, you're right. How's it going? He's like, oh shit. You guys know each other? Like, yeah, we do actually. You know what I mean? Like a while back still. Like, oh, okay. What kind of while back are we talking?
At that point, I would say that's from my brethren from back in the day, right there, because I don't think it's a full conversation for all of us to have.
We take place there.
Like, I'll then leave you two, and then later on, me and you can reconvene. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I know I'm going to see some side eyes or something like that, maybe. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you know he's already
You don't
looking at
make
me
it
sideways from
Don't make it blow another
from I leaned in for the hug. From I leaned in for the hug, man. I got a rib shot.
Hey, buddy.
I got a rib shot when I leaned in for the hug. That's
Yeah. Wait.
Listen, guys.
Motherfucker.
Put comment.
Comment.
You just comment on what you've heard, didn't it? Like, we'll know what time it is.